Okay. Okay. So as I was telling you that you want to insert the data into the database, and you, for example, we can consider as we want to insert the data into the account objects. So consider insert is nothing but insert in the sense the database will looks like in an Excel format. Okay, you can consider Excel is itself as a one database. Okay, in this Excel, each table you can consider each table is a one kind of object name. Okay, you can, for example, if I say this object is account, okay, and it has each column is nothing but field names, which in this account object, what are the field names are there you want to define. Ideally you can say name, okay, and then email, industry, type. Such a way there are a number of fields we can find it. Each field is each column which is here you can see those are nothing but the Salesforce object field names, field API names. Go search for account object and find the object. When you search for that, it will be open on the tab, but inside the tab which is associated with the object only. So tab is the UI component which is going to be used or which is connected with the database through the object only. So now you can click here and just click edit object. It will open object detail page. See, this is object detail page. Now you want to see the fields, you just select that and see. These are the fields are available on account object. See here, here among those you can see here there are the fields called name, account number, owner ID, site, active, revenue. So these all the things are the fields which is available on this particular table, account table. So here the table name you can say the account, and what are the column names which you are able to find, those are called nothing but field names. You can see here you can find it, name, everything you can find over here, industry. So you should use field names, not like a field labels or data types. You should use, when you are writing a code, you should use field names. Now let's try to even in the coding side only, I want to know what are the fields on particular object. You just use Control O like this, or you can go here in the file section. You can see here the shortcut Control O is the shortcut. If you click that, it will open the window. Over there you can see existing things, whatever it is available, those you can find it. Classes, triggers, pages, page components, object, static resource, and package. Here you can see objects is the one more component. Select that and search for your object like account. Here you can find the account. Double click on it. It will open the object. In this object, all the APIs available here and the data types over here. You can see name, type. Okay, you can see here also directly you can write the code over here. Okay, you can open here and you can see and refer this and try to write code here. Now I want to insert a record an account object. For example, account. Ideally, you guys are aware of how to write an object for the any class, any object. How to write an object for the particular class or something. So object is ideally written like any. Just consider as a list. List, how you define object? List of string or something. Then variable name equal to new list of string. This is on. Similarly, you just see this is one data type. This is a variable name. It is a new is an operator which holds the data which you are providing. Again, this is the one data type. Similarly, you can consider account and provide the variable name like insert account or something. You can mention the variable names. It's up to you. So this one. This is called object creation. Okay, if you enter and try to be, you should know object creation is very good. It's done now. Now I want to create a record on account object. You should use insert this variable dot, it means the reference variable name dot at the end. You should use the list of the fields available on this account object. So here you can see that account name, you will be find it equal to industry news bank software billing city equal to Hyderabad. Now try to insert. Insert is a keyword which you are using and reference variable name, then this. Now let me try to explain you what is it in the line. This is the syntax of the instance of account or contact or anything which you are going to insert, perform an insert operation, you should use this. Here I am using account object targeted, so I am using account. If I use contact, I can use contact. If I use opportunity, I can use opportunity. It depends on what I am using, so that I can use that related data type. Here, this is a variable of this, so that I am using here. These all are things, nothing but these are columns. Okay, columns is nothing but all the APIs of API fields for account object. Now, what I'm doing, inserting this data. So I am written IBM software Hyderabad. These all the values are which stored into this variable. I'm trying to insert it. Okay, so it will be created. Once I executed and see go account object, try to just run it. See here, IBM is printed now here. Just open and see the value. Detail base and see whatever the values you have given IBM software and location billing address is Hyderabad. Got it? So whatever the data which you are just keeping into the here and execute it, then what it does, it just print the values, nothing else. Clear this concept?
Yes.
Now let's discuss a little more. So this is one record, you can do like this. Okay, if I have thousands of records, what should I use it? I should use list of account, list new list of account. Okay, so here you can see it means I want to insert more records, hundreds records. So I should use a list or set or map, depends on my requirement. See here, there is a possibility account name can be duplicate, IBM can be duplicate, or something duplications will be there. So even you want to create, if your data has a duplicate, though you want to create a data, then you can go write it as duplicated acceptable data. Now if you want to create a multiple records, you just use it in the condition like this. Now try to make it like a for loop. Today I think Padma was written, right? That is object based for loop query, for loop, not query, for loop. So you can use account ACC. If it is a query, you can write a query. For now, how many records you want to print it, you can print it, but I can ignore it. This you can use it. This one, this is the one way to use it, account list. You want to add similarly, you can print a number of values. So these are just variable names, you can keep it anything, but field names will be the same. and object names are also, all the things are same, but the values also I keep it same, but you can keep change accordingly based on your interest. Now I have mentioned this, I want to add these all the single value into the list. That add is the method for the list, right? So I am using add. Okay, so all the list is there, and I'm just having added these all the 3 4 values into this list, and I want to insert these records within the for loop. Also I can insert, because it's less data. I can talk to you about how here I'm just trying to make it loop over it and insert, and I want to print how many times the record is running. I mean, I want to this loop how many times executed. Integer I equal to 0. Debug into the I. Now this is the I wrote the code and try to execute it. DML exception insert failed, and this ID first error, invalid field for insert update cannot be modified ID. Where I am inserting system DML exception insert failed. Insert ASS list. Oh, sorry, I should use not ASS list A, because it's here multiple values are there. It will goes to the one by one, and it will be loop over it and try to. You should use this variable over here. Now try to execute it. See this. Previously it got issue, now this is executed properly, and you can see it is read it or not. I double click only, then it is opened automatically. Select now, count, it is the loop has been run 4 times, correct? The list size also 4 only, so that it is executed run 4 times and added the value over here and trying to print it 4 times. This loop has been run, and see, this is the first time we are talking about this kind of loop, like object based loop. This is called object based looping. Previously we were discussed about in initialization, condition, decrement or increment. Such a way we wrote. Now this is object based for loop. Any doubt here? Hello, anybody?
Can you repeat again? The for object loop.
Okay, I previously and before this, I was wrote this only these 4 lines, correct?
Yes, this one is good.
Okay. So these 4 lines, what it does, whatever the columns are there, the data it took and it just inserted, correct? This one record is created. If I mention these four objects, single object, these 4 records will be stored into where this particular list. What I have done, I just loop over it those 4 records one by one. Means in this ACC account has size 4. This is run, it is executed 4 times, and it is created 4 times, or DML operations also executed 4 times, and record has been created. So I just here insertion I have done, one more logic I have done, like how many times this for loop has been executed or not, I want to see. So that initialization I mentioned that 0, then I plus plus I have mentioned like how count will be, each time will be increase the count. So I mentioned I plus plus. So finally whatever the value which is there in I, That will be keep it over here, and I just printed that value from here. Now clear? Because
Hmm.
yeah. So that is the reason it was printed the value is 4. Again, you can use a number of methods of list. You can use a get method. You can use clear. You can use, and you can also check it out whether the what data it is having this particular account. See here, the records, the four records is now previously one record, so we can see the those all the records over here. Clear, everyone. From here onwards, it's going to be the little database interaction. So you should understand each one. Anybody has any doubt, ask me in between. No problem. Yeah. So if you don't have any questions, that's pretty cool. Then try to do one scenario for your, I mean, practice. Like, okay, I will tell you one more scenario, then I can give you this. Now, there is a thousands of records I want to print. Okay, thousands of records I want to print. And I don't want to write these many lines. I just want to write increment based scenario I want to write. So I can mention like for now you can consider as 20 records, not even more than that. 20 records you can consider and increment I plus plus. I plus plus in the sense you are adding I for I is the value is one. For that you want to add one more value. Plus plus in the sense you just added a value called one. Okay. This is the I value plus you are adding one more I value. It means that is called I plus plus. Now I want to print these values or I want to insert those values. How I can insert? You just take these others and see. Now see this. You have written this and let's see. Again, you want to know how many times this for loop is executed, that you can easily count it again from here. Here you also get it already. The count also doesn't require mandatory. It is already goes. Now try to be execute. So here I mentioned 20 records and a insert operation. You can remove this one. Try to execute it and see. So now we're gonna consider here that for loop integer. It means traditional based for loop, like an integer. It's either integer you can use or string you can use. If you mention integer and string in the single line of the. So this is called traditional for loop using. Now traditional for loop itself, you want to control how many records should be insert, how many records should be or delete or insert tolerance to the credits means a single record traditional for loop you can create it, or multiple records also you can create in using for loop. Inside the for loop you can use this in the 100 times. Of course, how much, how long it is being with you, those many days you can anyhow you can do through the record. Now, uh, you want to create a multiple records. How do you create? For example, I can mention here Infosys. Same thing now. How many records are printed? If you say, you can go here and just click on the tab and see latest records created if it is executed properly. So you need to go the developer console and just open that and see what are the values are there. Oh my god. Now I want to execute, just execute it till here and see what outcome it will come. Not here, till here it should be, because the for loop closing from here, opening here, closing here. Mention that value is 3 because variable is you are not referring. Now try to execute it, you can see the outcome. Go this my accounts, open the recently viewed. See, Infosys records has been created 20 records. Correct. Now if I want to execute insert the same way 100 records or 110 records, for example. 110 records, if I want to insert, what will happen? For example, I can mention like 201. Now try to execute it. Too many DML exceptions means too many records are failing. It should not be too many records. Means if you want to perform insert operation inside the for loop, it will, you can able to create only 100 records in at a time. But you want to perform 100 records, but you should write it this condition, this operation outside the for loop. How to write outside the for loop? What are the values has been going to create it? You need to, you ideally you return a list, right? List or set something you written. Okay, this list should be written outside of the for loop, and then addition should happen inside it. Then print the value, this list. Insert operation you can do from here. Then you can, how many records it will be executed, those many records will be printed, even though it's 200 also. But DML operation will execute only one time. Yes, it's a list. Okay, if you want to, here variable is you missed it, so I give you an error. You should select that and try to print it. Now see and go, just executed. Here total records are 25. If you just refresh and see. See 50 plus, 150 plus, 201 plus, total 201. 201 records total. So these many records are printed here. Just Only one place is changed, everything will be changed. So just the place has been changed. And one more list has been added. So this is the advantage using the list. So these many records, even duplicate also it allow. And you can add this entire the record, you can add a list and try to insert accordingly. Clear everybody?
Hmm.
Of
So
course,
so
classic one.
DML operation we can use for multiple adding values, right?
Not only for multiple, even single record also you want to insert
Yeah,
into
yeah,
the table.
single record. Okay, okay, that's fine.
But
No.
always try to write your code as a bulkification, like a bulk data processing. Such a way you should write a code.
So no, because the data is same na here. So
It's okay
because
from here. It's just understanding for you. I mentioned like this.
yeah, yeah.
I
So
can okay.
after
It's
updating, after inserting 200 data, so
hmm.
that the data will be all the same, right?
Yeah.
So how can we add the different data? So we can
You
use
need
the
to
data
create
loader
different
and
details. You can mention different details.
so we
Here I
have to
mention
mention
everything is like
200.
you
So
can
we
mention
have to
different Infosys,
yeah, yeah.
IBM.
So
You can
we have to mention 200 details by self, na?
yes.
Yeah. So we can
Yeah, you can do still the data loader. That concept is over. Now here the concept is like how to use the multiple records insertion operation through
yeah.
here
So
code.
this
We are
code
trying to
will
learn
become
this function.
very long, na? If we add 200 data by self.
Of course, it is long. You just learning that how to use it.
Yeah, yeah.
If it
Just
is long,
learning. Yeah. Okay.
yeah, here I mentioned just only 6 lines, 8 lines, right? But I'm
Yeah.
able to create 200 records. But
Hmm.
your concern is the same details.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. You want to change something, and in the end, you can do it. That is also possible, but it will get to know later on. You do the more practice, you will get to know new ideas. But now, how to create object, how to insert the record, how to run that this kind of for loop, okay? How to know count of this for loop, okay? How to write multiple records data insertion, how you will get an error called DML exception. Those are all the things you should do. Clear
Yes.
now?
Okay.
Try to perform similar operation on try to perform similar operation in different objects. One custom object, one standard object, not an account. Try an opportunity. And previously, I was given you the traveler, right? That one. Try to perform those two objects.
Okay.
You and Padma. Okay.
Okay.
Anything? Anybody has any question? Ask me. We have 4 more minutes. It will be call will end. Hello,
Hmm.
Padma and other folks. You understand or not? Hmm. Practice required. Anjita, Sai, you all people. Tomorrow I will ask you. You're not at all practicing properly. Okay, Mari, then we can catch you.
Okay.
Okay, guys, bye.
Yeah, I understand.
Tomorrow I will ask you not only one, two, you should do more. Just
Okay.
whatever document is available, just copy and paste it today and show him to me.
Okay.
Not like that. You should practice, man. Okay, you are saying everything is okay.
Okay.
ఇస్తున్నావా నువ్వు సినారియోస్ నువ్వేం చేస్తున్నావు మేడం అసలుకి ఇయ్యొచ్చుగా.
Huh?
నాకు డిప్లాయ్మెంట్స్ ఉన్నాయి నాయన. నెక్స్ట్ వీక్ నా మేజర్ డిప్లాయ్మెంట్ ఉంది.
నేను వారం నుండి చేస్తున్నాను, వచ్చి క్లాస్ చెప్పట్లే. ఒక డిప్లాయ్మెంట్ ఉందంట, సినారియోలు చెప్తాను.
గ్రేట్ హో. మేమంటే ఏదో అట్టట్ట.
ఇట్లాంటి పంచులు అయితే వేస్తుండ్రు కూర్చోబెట్టి. సినారియోలు ఇచ్చేసి వదిలేస్తే సరిపోద్ది కదా ఫ్రీగా ఉంటే.
చేస్తాలే. అంటే నేను ఈరోజు అసలు కూర్చోలేదు. మనకి క్లాస్కి అరగంట ముందే ఖాళీ దొరుకుద్ది.
అవునవును, నాకు తెలుసులే నీ గురించి.
నాకు కాదు, చేసేవాళ్ళ గురించి మాట్లాడుతున్నాను.
ఓహో, ఇట్లాంటి పెర్ఫార్మెన్స్ ఇంకోసారి చేసినావు అనుకో ఇక్కడ క్లాస్ కూడా రావు.
What?
మొత్తం రోజంతా కూర్చొని ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయ అంటున్నాడు.
I just want to see the different. Don't show me whichever document is there, copy paste. You written today map is exact the same thing.
మ్యాప్ నువ్వు కాపీ పేస్ట్ చేసావా అని అడుగుతున్నాడు.
కొంచెం కాపీ పే కోడింగ్ అంటే అదే కదా.
ఏమన్నా టాలెంటెడ్ రా, సూపర్. యా, కాపీ పేస్ట్ చేసిన వై యు ఆర్ డూయింగ్ అనేది తెలుసు కాబట్టి ఓకే, బట్ నీడ్ మోర్ సినారియోస్. ఓకే,
2 గంటలు చదివాడు, ఏం చదివాడో తెలియదు. చివరికి వచ్చేప్పుడు 2 లైన్లు ఉన్నాయి అక్కడ.
అది అర్థమైందిలే. At least whatever I talk about in the class, the related few things, and try to you own few more, then you will get more idea. But it's okay. Map with little difficulty. Do more practice on maps. Okay.
Okay,
Done మరి.
చిన్నోడు సంగతి
చిన్నాడు అడుగు, నువ్వు అడుగు. నేను అడిగితే ఏం చెప్తాను కదా, నువ్వు అడుగు.
రాసే మాట వచ్చేద్దు మనకి. రేపు పొద్దున్న రాసుకొచ్చి.
సరే రాస్తాను.
రాసుకొచ్చేస్తాడండి.
Padma, you can share all the development videos to me. Today I can upload everything. Okay, maybe it is going to end that meeting. We'll catch you. ఏమొచ్చింది నొప్పి?